Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, man. It's serious right here. We got to step it up.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
DeAndre Swift.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The ball carrier.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle by D. Ford. It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Blackburn. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Got Gordon open, completes it. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Emmanuel.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
12, 21. Here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Here we go. Wait, hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, line 52. Stop your whining.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Here's Coleman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Garoppolo, 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 26.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The Lion ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Stafford. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
21.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Niners 3, Lions nothing.
Here we go. Ready? Hey, alert! Like 52. All day.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. This is Coleman. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Gordon, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They run out of the gun with Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running is Swift. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Stafford on 3rd down. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
And the Lions' 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down now, Swift. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play, 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Room here to run. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one goes well.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
On second down, here's Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown.
49ers.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
On the return, Tremont Smith. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Smith on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
24-yard line.
Throwing again. Stafford. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Garoppolo on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards, first down Niners. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Forced to the ground.
But once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
Stafford's pass intercepted.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
26, Kevin.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Garoppolo got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Garoppolo's pass.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He was brought down by
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Garoppolo, quick throw out to Ayuk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Niners 27, Lions 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
56,
From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. You know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who called a lot of passing plays.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run here with Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Just like that. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Coleman now. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
A loss of 2 on the play.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
A 26-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Again, it's Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
17-yard line.
From the gun, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. On first down, Gates. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Christian Jones got him down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rip right. No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gates. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll throw right away. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Dobbs. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brought down by Trey Boston. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Gold is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Dobbs pass. Intercepted by the Lions.
That's what I'm talking
They'll
about.
take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Line 54. Line 54.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Stafford's pass.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,